Hello, I am Simone, and welcome to my final reflective journal for this action research. In this entry, I will be sharing my personal and professional growth throughout the process, the challenges I faced, and how the experience has shaped my understanding of action research. I will also talk about how this journey is influencing my future plans for my classroom and my professional development. This reflection is twofold, a look back and a step forward. Engaging in this action research has truly changed me, both professionally and personally. At the start, I approached it as a project to complete, but as I moved through each phase, planning, implementing, reflecting, it became something much deeper. It became a journey of growth. Professionally, the biggest shift has been in how I see myself as a teacher and the role a teacher holds. The study taught me to be more intentional, more data driven, and more reflective in my practice. I realized that improving my teaching isn't about making huge changes all at once. It's about asking the right questions, trying new things, and using real classroom evidence to guide your next move. I have moved away from assumptions and now rely more on what the data actually tells me about my students' learning and engagement. Using mixed methods, surveys, journals, test scores, and checklists helped me see a full picture of what was happening in the classroom. It was not just about whether the students got the answers right, but how they were thinking, how they were feeling, and how engaged they were. That insight has shifted the way I assess learning and the way I plan future lessons. Personally, this process helped me build resilience and confidence. Balancing the role of a teacher and researcher was not easy. There were moments I felt overwhelmed, collecting data while managing group work, trying to remain objective while also being fully present with my students. It was a lot, but I found that I could manage those challenges. I became more organized, more observant, and more in tune with my students' needs. What surprised me the most was how much the students taught me. Their reflections, their energy during the projects, their honest feedback helped me see the power of student voice in shaping the learning environment. I also saw how much students are capable of when we give them authentic tasks and a little more ownership of their learning. This experience has deepened my understanding of action research. I now see it as a living, breathing process, one that helps the teacher grows while helping the student succeed. It's not a one-time study. It is a mindset, a way of thinking about teaching as an ongoing cycle of inquiry, reflection, and improvement. Going forward, I plan to expand this work. I want to explore longer-term project-based learning units and see how they affect students' growth across a full term. And I want to involve my colleagues in collaborative action research so we can grow together as a professional learning community. Overall, the experience has made me more intentional, more reflective, and more committed to meaningful teaching. I am leaving this process not just as a better teacher, but as a more curious, confident, and inspired one. Thank you for listening to this reflection. Engaging in this action research has been a meaningful journey, not just for my students, but for me as a teacher and a lifelong learner. I look forward to continuing this work and to using what I have learned to make teaching more impactful, reflective, and student centered.